Check. One, two, three. Did everybody hear that in the back? Everybody in the back room back here? You hear that? You can't hear it over there? 1, 2, 3, a little closer. You hear it now? Can you hear me back there now? Okay, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. It's 2 p.m. This is a specially called meeting of the Town Council of the Town of Fort Myers Beach. All members are present. We have town manager, town attorney, town clerk, of course, several people from the town itself. I want to start by thanking our host today, Gordon Stoikowski, who owns this building. He also owned the Leaky Tiki, the former Leaky Tiki down on the beach, and his lovely daughter, Victoria. Thank you so much for providing this venue for us. Before I get on with the agenda, I just want to welcome everybody here today. We've all been through a terrible ordeal. There's no sugarcoat. Everyone up here at this table has been directly affected, as many of you have. I am homeless, lost all my possessions in my home. Councilman Adderholt is fortunate, he was up on the 9th floor, he suffered some damage, but he's going to be okay. And Councilman Beach lost his home on the beach, washed away. So we've all been affected as well. We're going through this with you. But I just want to let you know that we're here, we're with you going forward. We're doing our best, and we're going to keep moving this restoration forward. And as I said, myself and Chief Martin, the men from the Fire Department of New York, who are now our incident commander down here. I'm already looking forward very much, although we're struggling right now to get this initial restoration. I'm already looking forward to the future here at the beach. All that's nonsense we hear that's nonsense. What we're going to do here going forward is we're going to elicit complete town buy-in from the people here on Fort Myers Beach, as we always have. What we'll do, and this hasn't been finalized or settled yet, but this is as I envisioned it. And as Mayor Saracita would tell you, how we started off in the beginning when we brought in the professionals to guide us and facilitate the improvements that we were making on the beach. We had charrettes, we had the people come in. Betty Simpson is here. Betty was very involved in those early charrettes that we had here on the beach. It was a vision. It was a vision of what the beach is gonna, how the beach is gonna be redeveloped at that time. This is also this is how I envision what's gonna happen here going forward after this disaster. It's gonna take time from the town. But I want to tell you that the resources are there to do it. I've been doing nothing but meeting with people for these past 3 weeks and been assured that the strength and the financial strength and bearing of the United States of America, the state of Florida, the county of Lee, and the town of Fort Myers Beach are all in this together. And that's what we were relying on. And those assurances that have been made to us up and down the chain of command for the past 2 weeks. And I want to tell you that because I'm at those meetings and I damn well believe it. So you're going to have, you'll trust me on that because that's the way we're moving forward with this. So we are working shoulder to shoulder with this process. Shoulder to shoulder. We're not some big deity up in the sky or anything like that. We're your neighbors. We're your neighbors and we're your friends. I'm a 40-year resident of Fort Myers Beach. 40 years. If I wanted to leave, I would have left a long time ago. I have no intention of leaving Fort Myers Beach. Don't carry me out here by my feet when I leave here. So that's my commitment to you. My commitment is that I'm staying, and regardless of where I am in my political time, I'm going to be here for the speech. So thank you for listening. Please stand.
Forgive me for sitting, but I want to be able to utilize the microphone. Shall we pray? Dear Heavenly Father, we pray that through all the death and destruction of Hurricane Ian, that you will see us, you will help us to see and be mindful of and to propagate the countless acts of kindness, grace, generosity, neighbor helping neighbor, friendship, and love that are occurring on our island as a response to this tragedy. Heavenly Father, so many people are hurting as a result of this storm. Please help to heal them. Hold them in your loving arms. Please surround them, comfort them, give them a good night's sleep. We especially mourn for those who lost their life. Please lift up their families and friends. We are so thankful for those on our island right now, this very minute, who are involved in public safety. We are thankful for the utility workers, power, water, and wastewater. We are thankful for those doing the debris removal. We ask that you put a hedge of protection around them all. And Father, if I could add for a second, as I came across the South Bridge this morning, I thank you for the workers that made that possible, and I thank you for helping them work that miracle. We're also so very grateful to those who came and continue to come from the county, the state, and from all around this great nation of ours to help us in so many different ways. One of those ways has been all the folks who have been praying for us. Help us to not underestimate the power of those prayers. Lastly, Father, I ask that you give everyone a peace that surpasses all understanding during this difficult time. May you continue to bless and keep the people of Fort Myers Beach. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The next item is the approval of the final agenda. Is there a motion to approve the final agenda?
Second.
The agenda
Damage. We'll see some those things. So we did here very well. Going forwards. Portrays confidence in the future and hope. We have a lot to go through. The mayor's right, but we will get there. The specific point of business is we have the historic bubble room, bubble building, cigar hut. It is the restrooms. It's a pivotal piece of the resort. It's in the beach club, and it's red tape. There's a lot of people in this room that are red tape, and we basically feel we have two options. We need a resolution from the council for either option. One is a permanent rebuild with a structure kind of like what's been done in Sanibel in several locations at grade level, or a portable trailer approach, and we're amenable to either one. We just ask that a resolution be granted. It takes a variance in either regard by council under these circumstances to allow us to go one direction or another. We'd like to work very closely with the town with that regard, and we'll go either approach. You could always say permanent would be great. We're under the conditions not temporary, but portable trailers will work for us as well. We have a plan figured out under either scenario. And in either case, it would fit into the footprint of what's known as the cigar hut today, so it would not impose on the view corridor any factor with height associated with our ordinance and the passage of our master plan. So we'd like to be on the future agenda. I've got the materials that I know you're going to be overwhelmed here today. I won't leave you with. My time's up, but thank you for everything you're doing, Council.
Thank you, Tom. Madam Clerk, hold on just 1 second. No time. I forgot to make one announcement at the beginning of this. We're going to meet again on Tuesday, which you all may or may not know. We're going to meet at 2 o'clock again on Tuesday. Same type of format, what have you. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. And anyone, of course, that's Tuesday, so that's one of the tough travel days, right? So what we're going to do is anybody that comes from off the island to come to the meeting, we're going to issue a pass to re-enter the island. So there's no hassle at the bridge, okay? So I forgot to announce that. Madam Clerk.
Mike Suclaris.
Probably as we all have, I've lost. I may say I've lost. Honest speech. But when I look around, you gotta be amazed of what is happening today. These trucks, these claws that pick up the garbage, that are moving it, and everything is starting to flood, and all of what's going on out there. It's truly, it's amazing. The one thing I need to say is probably probably one group that we owe the most to has to be the Beach Talk Radio crowd, because without them, we would have absolutely no knowledge. Evidently, I'm not the only one. So if we wanted to know what was going on Sanibel, we had plenty of access to that. But we had no access to any kind of information from anybody here. And I know you talked to a lot of people, but you never talked to me. You never talked to this person over here because you were carrying on with your duties, I guess. But what we want to know is everything that's going on. We want a person that we can walk up to and ask a question. I spent my entire morning searching for just somebody that could tell me where I can get a permit. We got a command trailer that sits way back in the corner, and you guys don't want anybody to approach it. I've got a sticker in my car that I've kept years and years and years, so I can get back on this island after a storm. Use those, everything will work out in the future, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I'll hang on to that so I can get back on the island. But what I do want to say, above and beyond everything, is if stunning failure of leadership had a face, it would be the clown car that is our council here today. Each and every one of them. Each and every one of them.
Karen,
Or you're just saying that it can be submitted at the same time, but you don't need those two to get your water on, because there's a connect between water, electrical, obviously the building, yes, you have the building secure. But just hope to get some clarification on that today. Thank you.
John R. King.
Well, the last time I spoke to you was after your budget meeting, and you voted to raise taxes and fees. I shared then how disappointed you that I was. It didn't get more disappointed. I'm sorry. However, it became very apparent there's no plan. Dan, you did. things I've been about numerous times. I don't want to use information. Process.
Where we can't access the property due to the closure of Shelby Lane. And there's another home impeding on our home. And I'd like to know who's responsible for removing that home so we can get to our home to get the removal of that home taken care of. So if we could find somewhere, somebody can tell us where to go, where that information is available, or who we can speak to, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a very good question. And, that particular question I asked of the governor probably about a half an hour ago over at his press conference. That decision is going to be made by the state and the federal government within the next 72 hours. The question is, what do we do if the house goes up on the property? Who pays for that? Also, if you want to demolish your house, knock that down, who pays for that and who pays to get it taken away? We are hoping that FEMA is going to cover all that. And that's the decision that we're waiting on right now. And that is extremely important to us to reach.
On structural ability and those that we see as feel that we're saying we've got everything there. Here, as to we will have first also. So that maybe testing, obviously, so, Jason Ingram.
Hi, my name is Jason.
Jennifer Russ, 193 Near North. Better? So, long road for everyone, and my heart goes out to everyone that has suffered in our communities. I have just two questions or concerns. One is debris removal. My husband and I are not homeless, but we're, living in, and the debris on our road is violent. So days in the city of Ghost Town, Monday, Tuesday, and the truck, and I was jumping up and down, super excited. And out the edge of the street, it's getting toxic, it's healthy. The second thing is water. Water is our right. It is not something that can be gambled of us to get or special. Water is our right. General resolution the safe and clean drinking water and sanitation. Essential for the soul and our human being.
We can't clean. We can't wash, we can't do the things we need to do. We have power, we have all to turn power on a lot of side of it, but it's not doing it. We need to generate electricity. We need water, so we need a continuous and repetitive update of what that status is. We need to make plans. We've got remediation teams coming in. We've got tow trucks coming in. We've got movers coming in. We've got money in today to run the delivery truck and the utilities. Just like the lady before me, nobody. Roads were clear, no traffic, nobody. We haven't seen a garbage truck. We haven't seen a debris truck on Monday. Zero. I got high all up and down that street. Roads are getting narrow. Pretty soon the truck ain't going to get in there. People need to have a steady status report. Number two, what is the plan for this debris removal? When can we plan to have that truck on our street so we can make sure we got stuff out of the way, so we make sure all the utility trucks and all the people we're working with are out of the way? Number three, garbage service. It's getting worse by the day. There's no reason why the garbage trucks are not running daily up and down the streets. You've got 1,000 other vehicles running. Put a garbage truck down. Number four, mail service.
Nobody's even talked about it. I've got medications I get from the VA. I can't get it. I gotta drive all the way up to Cape Coral to get my medication. Okay? We need mail service. We need UPS service. We need the FedEx. Number 5, what about all the debris in our backyards? What about all the debris in our canals? That stuff's packed up 15 feet high. We can't move it. It's docks, it's boats, it's cars. Who's gonna take care of that and when? In 3 weeks. 7, what about the work we are trying to say? You guys are putting the island down. What is that? They need to go work. They need to pay their bills. They don't want to leave their house and go stay in a hotel while you guys are doing this. My time is up. I wish we could get in.
So all the questions about removal should be directed. Madam Clerk, you want to call the next, please?
Bob Miller. Good afternoon, everybody. I feel your pain. Most of my questions were answered. A couple things that we really need to try on here. And that is what he wants to do, building permits. He needs some. We hear rumors about 50 rural, and then we hear that it's cumulative. That if you spend $100,000 in damage, you spend 50, but you spent 25 on a remodel. Do we get to spend 50 or do we spend 25? It's a very small number. But we need an answer if that is cumulative. And we need to open back up. Sunday, I was here working on my property, and I saw 2 things that was very disturbing. There was somebody out there in a jump up. 2 guys, I didn't recognize, and they're digging through my trash. They didn't look like a neighbor. So I asked them if I would help them. What are they looking for? And the response was, thank you for telling the people. They're not residents. Sunday, the same day, I went up to see my friend Tom's house. And I saw 3 motorcycles riding down the stair. They were doing nothing but sightseeing. We need to get the island open to your residents. Checking IDs. I've been on the island. You and I have had words. I've been on the island every day I've been able to be there. I've never been asked. I've been waiting through. A wristband. Showing you're a resident. Something. I'm trying to get down here for my retirement. When we have debris on the streets and stuff, we close the streets for there was a lot of debris down in the neighborhood. We got to get on the house, and we got to keep people from leaving our homes. I got things stolen. And I will drive. Your time.
really hard to hear in that. My name is Mr. Trina. I'm here from the, I just want to update you all on the progress we've made with Fort Myers Beach Elementary School. I want to start by saying that I understand how much the community loves that school. It's very much in our minds, and each of my are here on the beach. Very much in front of our minds, and no one has given to me and a one-on-one with the superintendent without me asking specifically about Fort Myers Beach Elementary. So, the students went back to school this week. They are in a temporary location at at San Carlos Elementary School. I say temporary because that is not going to be a long-term solution for our students from Fort Myers Beach Elementary. Chose because the teachers are there, the principals there. Closer to the beach. For a temporary location beach school. Long term, but we're looking at conversion of the school, we're looking at the tear down and rebuild of the school, partial rebuild of the school. We are simply in the process of those determinations. We build and we in anything that happens to this point, if you have any questions at all, transportation to the St. Louis Elementary on Tuesday is the island close to please contact the she's willing to share. And any other general questions, please again, my name is Chris. I'm sorry, spell my THRIS. And schools.
The governor's press conference that I was just at, he announced major news about the taxes that will be due. So you want to listen to that tonight, or get on the, if you can, get on the internet and read about it. But he is coming out with the for relief with the property taxes. So stay tuned for that. Next, Madam Clerk. That's the other thing, the other part of that question is, and it's been asked a few times about the mail. The mail for beach addresses is being delivered at,
It's at Pagefield, it's at the main,
Luke.
you know.
Luke Jet. And
they have a whole entrance where you can just walk in and it says Fort Myers Beach, and they have dedicated people that are just doing Fort Myers
okay,
Beach
thank you,
mail.
Patrick.
So, Patrick Manass, beach resident, LPA member. One quick comment, I just want to inform everybody that I have personally reached out to the American Planning Association. I'm a professional planner. I am part of that membership. The Florida chapter is one that helps, reach out to the country and Florida for expertise, for people that have gone through this experience. Bring these people down here and provide us some advice about pros and cons, what's working elsewhere. So that's I contacted our local chapter also. They are very supportive, delivering the candidates forward. Jason Green is in the loop. Jason mentioned that he personally reached out to a lot of people first, the other planners throughout the state with some experience. But I think it's very important that we do a public workshop, that this is completely transparent, that the public can listen in, the public can ask questions, and that we get, again, input from multiple sources. And then as a town, as a council, we make decisions that fit our needs and our circumstances. So, thank you.
It's been super big. I do appreciate being able to stand in front of you today. Second of all, I want to say thank you to the hours, as he is the only person in front of me that I've seen on the audience taking notes, helping people.
Okay, unfortunately, I made a really bad decision, and my family, including my 2 adult sons, my daughter-in-law, my 2 grandchildren stayed on the island for the storm. Obviously it was life-changing, and I'm still in a very traumatized state, but even at that traumatized state, I've been able to come up with a plan for my family. And I'm asking the same of all of you because we have no plan, as you've heard. The morning after the storm, when I was completely lost and completely distraught, I see Dan Allers pushing his way on a bicycle down Estero Boulevard, ready to answer questions and ready to help out. That meant the world to me. I will forever be indebted to this man. I did not purposely take any of his help because he was hurting as bad as we were, and had just found out that he had lost everything as well. My family, without Beach Talk Radio, would not know anything. Did not know for 3 full days that we were alive. Did not know. We had 5 houses in the middle of our street on Coconut Drive, and not one damn person walked down the street for 3 full days. And I was there. I was outside, I was inside, I was on other streets, I rescued 2 people on Estero Boulevard. I personally looked for Mitch and Marty with my husband and my neighbors. We knew the whole story, and nobody was there to listen to our story. For 2 days, we begged every police officer we saw and every town person that we saw to drive our grandchildren who are 4 and 6 off the island to allow them to not be further traumatized, in which we were completely turned down. We had to find, thanks to Mike Drum at Reflow Plumbing, who my son works for, we finally found a beach cart torn up in someone's yard and blew the tires up, and my son pushed those babies 3 miles off of the bridge so that somebody could walk them to safety. It's unacceptable. Those people were driving 80 miles an hour down Estero Boulevard the second it was clear and waving at us from their damn air conditioning vehicles. Nothing was at Publix, no water, no help. Fine, I made the choice. I stayed, it was my mistake. But somebody could have helped my grandchildren because they did not make that decision. Their grandmother did. It's unacceptable. We were prepared as far as water and food, so we did survive, and we stayed until Sunday, when a rescue team finally came to check on us that my dad signed us up for during the storm. Again, didn't see anyone else. It's unbelievable. And now we have a curfew of 9 to 5. My youngest son, who lives on Witchin Terrace, he's a homeowner, he's 24 years old. He put $75,000 down in his house to live on Fort Myers Beach. And he's displaced. And he can't get there because, you know what? They have jobs. 9 to 5 doesn't work. They have jobs. They have bills to pay. Because guess what? FEMA insurance hasn't helped at all. The debris. I would invite you all to drive down Coconut Drive if you want to see a show. Everybody else is, because it's no residents on the beach. It's everybody else driving by and taking videos. You can get on YouTube and you can Google it, and you can see us all there in the mountains of debris because nobody else is picking it up. We have had 2 trucks each time take a little bit and leave. Unacceptable. I was on the island from Wednesday to Sunday. I never one time saw a diver in the bay. We're 1 driveway from the bay. Not one time did I see a diver. I am so sick of hearing how many people were rescued off Fort Myers Beach. They were driven off Fort Myers Beach. No debris was gone through. No divers were in the bay. No quiet boats were driving up and down the mangroves for our neighbors that were probably still alive. There were helicopters. There were no quiet boats. I sat there and I watched it all in complete disbelief. It's unacceptable. You turn us to Lee County. How many times have you called Lee County for help? Because I believe I moved here 3 years ago and started my own real estate company, which I lost, but I will build again. And I've heard during many town meetings, you shy away from calling the county. I know Karen Woodson, I know Dan Allers, I know some other people that like to institute the help from Lee County, but you don't do it personally, so don't make the suggestion to us. You're our voice, and you should be the one contacting Lee County. You say that you're not I am a realtor. And on every stupid road, there is a sign of people wanting to scoop up our properties as is. Those people should not be on our island. They should not be there. We all stood in line the days before the storm to get passes to get back to the island. They haven't been checked once. Keep these people off our island. Let us do our work. Let us build our communities and our lives back without the disruption of them. You wouldn't have to close on Monday and Tuesday if it was just residents every day. We calmly left for Monday and Tuesday, and when we came back on Wednesday morning, somebody cut all of our trees down. Yeah. All of them. We have no privacy, no nothing. And it wasn't just the trees that are in the electric company's way. It was our new $400 foxtail palms that are in the front of our house. They're all gone. We're not leaving if I get trusted. We're going to keep our trusted.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald, 179 Sable Drive. My wife Amy and I bought a home here 18 months ago. This is our future. This is where we want to retire. I served 24 years in the Omaha Fire Department, 6 of those years as fire chief. I'm currently a state senator for the state of Nebraska. I know about constituency service. I don't think anybody runs for elected office and plans on doing a bad job. I don't. I don't know any people. I'm here to try to help. I'm here to offer my experience to try to help you. First question. Have you discussed having night work? Working at night? Don't close down the island on Monday, Tuesday. You should have a daily meeting. Not next Tuesday, a daily meeting. And don't do it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon where we all have to stop working. 6 p.m., start at 7 a.m., 6 a.m., but you should be standing here with us every day trying to answer our questions. I understand you're not going to have all the answers. And I understand also if you're pleasing everyone, you're lying to someone. So you're not going to please all of us. I understand that. But you got to communicate. Communication is the key to successful business, and you're not communicating. My other suggestion would be when you offer services to your workers, to your employees, which is great, you have to offer those to the residents at the same level or higher. The question I have is, who made the decision to shut down basic human services to people on the island because they were residents? You're a resident, oh, you can't go in there. You can't go into Tent City. You're a resident. But you go down the street, we'll go down the street by the church. There are showers, there's restrooms, there's no food service down there. But it's not to the same level of what you were letting other people and take advantage of that are residents. You have to raise what kind of human being? Knowing that some of these people lost everything. They have nothing left. What kind of human being says, let's take away a little dignity from them? When they want a shower at the end of the day, when they want a hot meal, let's take that away from them. What kind of human being would make that decision about other human beings? Please, I'm here to try to help you. I know you don't want to do a bad job, but you are. You are doing a bad job. You got subject matter experts in this room. You got Ron Binnock, who's a retired assistant chief in Omaha. You got Jeff Johnson, this is the 8th hurricane on DKI at one time. You've got so many people that want to help you. If you would just communicate with us, meet with us daily, yes, sir. Okay. Hey, I want to help. We can't do anything about the past. We go from here forward. I'm here to try to help you. I appreciate
Marco? He's coming from the back.
names so that they can already be ready to be after this man.
Good idea.
Lisa Lake, right here.
Hi, Mike Mark, I live down 30 miles. First of all, the video that mentions security on the island. When I moved down here 12 years ago, we were told we needed a hurricane pass to get back on the island. I got one of the first little things, I think you guys charged me $20 or something for it. And then I had to redo it. It was a pain in the ass to do it. I had to beg somebody to meet me at the office to get it. And now, anybody, like they said, is driving up and down this island. We get ready to leave here last night after working till 7 o'clock on the house. I missed the south exit by 9 minutes. And the people down in Bonita Beach have the sheriff sitting there, and once you're a resident, you can't drive south after 7 o'clock. It's closed. We need to close this island down to anybody except residents and the people that are helping remediate or work on their houses. And they would get half the traffic. I mean, I watch the same damn pickup trucks drive up and down my street multiple times a day, and each time they go by, they got more shit in the back. Fishing poles hanging out the back, whatever. You know, they're picking it up out of the junk piles. Next thing is the permitting process. It was almost impossible to get a permit from you guys before the hurricane. I've got one pending right now that I've been trying to get for a damn little footer wall to square up my patio in the backyard. And I mean, you can't get it. Hell, I went down to City Hall one time 2 permits ago, and I couldn't get in the door because of COVID. You had a lock, couldn't get in. Some guy drives up on turtle legs, 3 people meet him at the door, bring him inside, they're all shucking and jiving. I followed him in, and finally they looked at me and said, "What do you want?" I said, "I need to talk to somebody about the permit." Nobody was friendly to me, but I got my questions answered. And so the last thing on the permit, we need to know how we can get power back on. There's a lot of confusing stuff out there. We're supposed to get a structural inspection, which I did. We're supposed to get electrical inspection, I did. I got the letters, but now I'm told that the Corps of Engineers is going around doing inspections, and FEMA's done inspections. Well, who do I provide these permits to? And how do I get my power and water and everything turned back on? And, you know, with the magnitude of the destruction, it's going to be 2 to 5 years at least before everybody starts really getting going, building back. We need to be able to put our motorhome or whatever in the driveway, hook up the temporary power, that's what it takes. I mean, I've already got the bid for it, I'm ready to go, but I don't know who to talk to or when it's going to happen. We need answers.
That's key.
Thank you.
Lisa Logner, sorry. Excuse me, just a moment. Help after Lisa is Rick Lowry.
I live at Compass 18372. Also a business owner on Fort Myers Beach. We own Lawrence Beach Parking, my brother and I do, and your taco is there, and Rachel, and the Sandal Factory, you know, the old West Coast surf shop that was one of our buildings too, also demolished. So what I'd like to ask you about, I want to talk to you about the permitting process. What I don't understand is, aren't there like federal trailers everywhere? You just call up and you say, hey, we need trailers. Why can't we get a trailer for permitting? And the process is so difficult and so cumbersome with you guys. Why can't we go to the county temporarily for the next year to get our permit? Right now, why not take one of those things off the plate and give it to somebody else? And I don't care if it's Lee County, I really don't care. But there should be a trailer and a company or somebody that can handle the permitting process for us to speed things up. Another thing that was interesting, FP&L, who is using our lot as a staging area for free. There's no shower trucks down there for people. There's no laundry trucks. FP&L owns all of these because I went to it up at Walmart. They do them up there, which is fine, okay? But why don't we have those on Fort Myers Beach? They had a huge trailer truck filled with washer and dryers that you could use for free. Okay, we need that on Fort Myers Beach, frankly. And they large water. We could use that on Fort Myers Beach. And since they're willing to put them up there, they're using our lot for free. Stick it there. It's right in the middle of the island, right. Offering. We're saying, get some of this stuff done. The other question I have is, why doesn't FEMA at any of these meetings? And I love our governor, but he needs to be at these meetings. And I don't know if you have a way of getting in touch, because there's a few questions that he could answer that you guys probably can't. You know, or don't have the ability. But I do think that if we're going to do these meetings, he needs to be at these meetings. And we're not Sanibel, we're not Naples.
Thank you. You exceeded your time. And I also want to thank you, Chris, for stepping up and helping out everybody else. It's a great thing to do. Your father will be very proud.
Rick Lowry.
My name is Rick Lowry. I've been a resident here for about 20 years. I'm a survivor of the storm. I did things that I've alluded 3 times since this happened. For the man with nothing left, losing everything I own, and every person that walks on my property doesn't belong here. They're not a state contractor. They're not a hurricane hazard person. They don't belong around to begin with. This happens all day long. I keep losing more and more every day because I'm out trying to help other people, leaving my property alone while it gets ransacked on a daily basis. I wish you could do something about that, but even more important is this permitting process. As he mentioned before, the other people, the permitting process was screwed up before we even got here. It took years for me to permit the process in which I built my home and finished it the way it was. It was screwed up, it didn't work, and now we have more setback issues that are going to deal with in the new problem. These problems need to be eliminated immediately. All just takes the whole go through the crap that we have. We have to rely on you guys. We have no one to help us. With $250,000 in our pocket to build a home back. We need your help, not your arguments, not the crap that we see on a weekly basis in these meetings between setbacks and we gotta have the option to build our home back. I understand there's rules, that's fine. So we can't wait a year on your end. And I know that it's staffing issues and things like that. I understand that. I've been in business my whole life. But this has got to stop here and now. And you've got to find help that's qualified and able to handle the situation. To sit on 300 applications for electrical for 2 or 3 days because you can only handle 30 a day is wrong. People should be able to get their electric turned on. As soon as they turn in that information, there should be somebody saying, bam, done, got it. To wait 3 and some of you guys are in the same situation. I know it. So please help us. Please. That's all we're asking. Please.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I do want to answer your question. It's a question of staffing, not having enough adequate people here to do the job. We're being supplemented here on a daily basis. These assets are coming in from up north, they're coming in from FEMA, they're coming in from every one of our department heads has put out a list of how many people they need. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of these land reviewers and other people that are going to be necessary to get everything back up and running. They're coming, they're on their way in right now. So it's not just our little 50-person town staff, although they're doing a great job. It's not just going to be that staff. We're going to be supplemented by hundreds of other bodies that are going to be helping us do the job. And they're on their way, believe me.
Next, now the court,
Leah Gregg.
Hi, thank you for having this meeting. I know it's not a good position for any of us, and like one gentleman said, using my voice, you want to do the right thing. But I'm going to tell you this, I have 2 properties up in Mount Lachey. It was hit hard, not quite as hard, much smaller town, but it was hit hard. Homes are standing, little cement fortresses, 2 new roofs. I had a roofing company come in. The permitting process, it takes 3 days. 3 days in Lee County. They're getting the roof started 2 days from now. So I'm just saying, and it might not be a popular statement, but I'm telling you, I would want you guys to just consider perhaps maybe unincorporating and going back to Lee County where they can properly manage this town. I think they want us, and I totally support that. But I do appreciate everything you guys are doing. And I didn't realize the town manager. I'm always asking you questions, Roger. I didn't know you were there. I would run out of time. Thanks.
That's all I have signed up for.
Is there anyone else that wishes to speak before we close this portion of the public comment on? Yes, come on. Come up to the microphone, please. Please state your name.
My name is Alexandra Bryan. I live in 140 Island Drive. And I just would like to see, since we are meeting next Tuesday,
Yes.
that we can have some of these questions answered by Tuesday in person instead of putting them in the website.
I will make it that way.
Dr. John Albert, 19 Longview. Let me say that before the hurricane, my brother-in-law bought a home next to me. He looked at my home and said, "Your home is great. It's gorgeous. If you can do what you did to your home, I'll buy that." And I said, "Go ahead. Let's go it again." You know, your permitting process is so hindrance in getting anything done. The people in the room know it, but I got news for you. It's a bigger circle. You can't get contractors to come on the aisle. When I call contractors, they say, "What's the address?" 21 Palmview. We don't service for I've gone through dozens of contractors, whether it be seawall, swimming pool. Swimming pool is almost impossible. And general contractors, they don't want hot shots. They don't want anything to do with it. I rest my
Steve. Saturday morning, when the bus got over, and you opened up the island, the other thing too is one suggestion that I have, grab everybody's phone number here, and then maybe you can text us and get us, since we can't have, okay, but that's just No, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Council. As always, I'd like to thank you all for everything you do for our town. I know each and every one of you really does everything you can for our town and people. I know it's a thankless job, but I still thank you. My name is Tim Shale, and I'm an island resident. And an island resident that lost my home like many of us others on the island. And there are a couple of things. I'd like to talk about the access to the island. I hear rules that are announced, and to be honest with you, they're not really followed as announced. I can say that personally because I came to the island for the first time after my home was destroyed on Sunday morning. 4 o'clock in the morning. I thought I was going to come early because I was waiting in a long line, but I was the only one in the line at that time. I showed my ID, so I'm an island resident, and I was permitted to come onto the island. And I appreciated that, but I know that isn't what was announced. But I just wanted to say that there should be some type of a system for access for the residents and the workers and people that adjusters. And it doesn't all have to be maybe the office has some kind of pass an identification to prove that because I know it can slow down traffic quite a bit. Ask everybody every time. I think there should be a way and allow them to get on quickly. The only other thing I'd like to say is I've brought this up many times in past councils and with this council, not only verbally in meetings but in writing. I wish the town would cooperate.
The commissioner is welcome to speak anytime he wishes. And if Commissioner Sandelli wishes to go out and say something, he'll have the floor. He's never heard that. And as far as getting along and cooperating with the county, we never cooperated more with the county than we have in the past 2 weeks. It's been a daily communication. We have people with the county with us all day long, embedded with us down at the town hall. So there's a lot of cooperation.
Thank you. I'm Mike Homewood. I live in Fort Myers. I'm down here working every day. And it seems like this meeting was going to be a good way for me to find out some questions like power.
Well, we probably could, and I appreciate the suggestion. Is there anything else?
No.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah, to go up on Palm View. You just made a comment, Mayor, that you have all these resources coming in.
Yes.
I think it's wonderful, but I hope that there's a plan for all these resources. I've been involved in smaller disasters, And people come in and they're not always coordinated, and we do not need less coordination. We need to get somehow organized, and that the people who are coming in are efficient, not just, they're sitting 100 people. Our permit policy. Organized.
Anyone else?
Somebody mentioned water and sewer. My name is Fred Murphy. I live on 229 Sterling Avenue. There's power on this island. I know you have to have certification to get in, but you should. The engineer, I'm not so sure about, because all of us are smart enough to know whether we should hook power to our house or not. People on this island rescue the other people on this island who need help long before search and rescue got there. We need sewer water. I don't know what you said. United States of America, you can't get those sewer pumps working and off the island in 3 weeks' time. There's nothing around to get that fixed. Water. This is a brand new system. Everything's new. How can it be busted up? Why don't we have water? That's your responsibility. Yours too. And I haven't seen it happen yet. It's getting a little bit late.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sylvia Slavin. I'm here with my husband, Scott Slavin. I'm at 5 Fairview Isles. We're down south. I feel, we've been here for 2 years. I feel everyone here is extremely upset. I feel like I want to just pick up and just leave and go back west. But if everyone here, please, let's get this governor and this Sheriff Carmine here Tuesday. Can you please do that for all of us that are very unhappy? We need to see the governor. How everyone's feeling here. Please bring this governor to hear our voices.
And, thank you. Appreciate that. And, in the governor's defense, he has been here a few times already, and he was here again today. If he larger audience, I think that's.
All this radio, reach radio, all want to hear the
All right. Okay, thank you. Yes.
Good afternoon, thank you. I'm Jennifer Walker, ladies and gentlemen of the council, thank you so much. I've seen you out and about. I have seen, thank you. I just want to speak for the homeowners, for legacy families or new families on legacy lots that are half lots, little old stilt houses. If they are to rebuild with the setback requirements as they currently stand, they'll be building little vertical elevator shafts. So I just want to speak, whether it's you raise it to the governor or the county, that people are allowed to rebuild the footprint that pre-existed the hurricane. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Diana McDonald. First and foremost, I just want to let everyone know, sorry, all this has happened. But I'm actually a property manager. I'm not even a resident on the island, but I do represent 330 somewhat owners on the island. And I would like to just go back and, it's beating a dead horse. But through the Monday through Friday, or the Monday and Tuesday, and everything's off, that is very hindering to getting things done in a timely fashion, because I can't get my contractors out there. I'm sitting myself, I live 4 miles from the bridge, 3 hours and 40 minutes from these last week to get onto that island. And I live 15 minutes from properties. I've got to get these contractors out there to get your island building back better. And I really would like to just think about these Monday and Tuesday hours. It's very hindering. I can't get the contractors myself, and I already have to be contractors.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Yes.
Betty Russell, 9 Bayview Boulevard in Fort Fairview Office. I would just like to know how much emphasis we should put on this map that's being circulated through Experience it is showing my house as being slated for possible demolition. It's showing it as an orange. I know the red is a goner, but we're putting out money now. So what do we need to know about this now?
Do me a favor, show the clerk that map. Yes. Mr. Sandell.
Good afternoon. One of the great mentors in my life said, listen well, but then the thief who's across the table. I think that one, let's say put together the best resources to answer the questions to help. We've been working 7 days a week.